Wilkins outside of London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. A fair point?
Yeah, definitely. It was an interesting game, that one, I think, today. First half, I think the first 20 minutes, Chelsea looked good for the first 20 minutes. Felix and Fernandes really controlled the midfield.
I thought it was good, Felix.
Definitely, and I think we had a bit of a problem because their 5 kind of overloaded our 4-2, if you want to look at it in that way. And that kind of created problems, particularly with like some of the through balls they were playing.
They seem to have that dink over the top sort of sus, didn't they?
Yeah, and I think some of that's come from last week's game with Newcastle. They've seen that ball down the middle can split our back three, and I think it almost looked like a tactic in the first half. I think in the first half, the whole game, I was really pleased to see Antonio, the effort that he worked his socks off the whole game. Antonio, he ran. And Bowen was really good as well in terms of the tenacity he put in. A bit rash times of his decision making, but they were kind of going back to the times when we were doing really well, and that's lifted the fans and stuff like that. I think the second half was really itty-bitty. It became a bit of a really disjointed game second half, and Chelsea looked really off it. I think we were the better team in the second half. Definitely worthy of the point. I think when he made the substitutions, there was a slight system change as well. We almost went.
That was odd because I thought Antonio was having a good game. He was giving them a bit of hassle.
Yeah, I get it. I think for me, because the whole fan base were thinking the same thing and thinking Antonio probably could have gave another 10 minutes. We're in a tricky position with that because I think we know where he runs his socks off, he probably, the tank was getting low, and then there's that thing of injuries as well. We can't afford him to be injured and leave it all on Ings and then not knowing when Scamacca will come back. So I kind of understood the change, and I think when it happened, that's why he put Bowen alongside him. So it was almost like a 5-3-2 with a combatant. So I got it. I think we ground out the point, and it's another point. We haven't lost. We're building momentum slowly. Players are still getting used to each other. It would be good once we have key players back. Zuma's definitely needed back.
Gued going off today, that could change the whole dynamic.
Very much so. I was really worried about that, and I think Rice had a bit of an off day today. He was sort of stuck between two stools once Paqueta came off. It was almost, what do I need to do? Do I need to lead the game? Do I need to hold? So he had an off game, but listen, I'm very happy with the point. The offside decision, it was offside. I was actually watching Souček. I was watching him.
I could see it.
Yeah, and then Rice, obviously.
I think it was offside as well. I think they was both offside.
Yeah, definitely. But
why did it take so long though? I could see that from where I was sitting.
Me and my mate said the same thing. I think it was because of the Rice confusion. We were all focused on Souček. So yeah, but as you said, that took a good 2-3 minutes, didn't it? But it's another point. We're heading in the right direction, and we just need to get through this bank of tough games.
Yeah.
So yeah,
let's get through the Tottenham one, and then this is the ones that we need to be targeting for 3 points.
It is the ones we need to be targeting, and we also got to be keeping an eye on the teams around us and who they've got as well. Do you know what I mean? But onwards and upwards. Let's keep it going.
That's great, man. Thank you very much, man. Cheers, mate.